We gonna kick things off like this right here.
Hey, yo, blind respect for this one, my nigga. So you taking this angle, huh? Boss, I can rock with it, my nigga. Yeah, let's go. It's a lot of motherfuckers out there, man, that want to see your downfall, man. But guess what, man? We too strong for that shit, man. We built different, nigga. Let's get it. Gotta keep a close eye on my friends. Fake friends, they be killing me. Problem, I pray to God that he said, and I don't know why they want it. I don't need another damn enemy, and I don't need a bad mind that they said. I tell them, gotta fight against the system already. Too many haters that we dealing with daily. So it don't make no sense for me to make a nigga trip. If you ask me, that just sound crazy. I'd rather kick it in the crib with my baby, cause I don't need another nigga acting shady. I'm trying to see a couple meal, I'm trying to pay off these bills. I don't need another nigga trying to play me. I wake up every morning glad to see the day. Too many people struggling to make a way. So I pray every day that he set me free. Cause for some goddamn reason they won't let me be. Cause every day I get sick of saying niggas gon' change, but they don't, they just stay the same. Nigga really lame, so I stay off in my lane every day. If you was smart, you would stay up out the way. Gotta keep a close eye on my friends. Fake friends, they be killing me. My problem, I pray to God that he said, and I don't know why they want it. I don't need another damn enemy, and I don't need a bad mind that they said. I tell them, so I give a fuck. Take the nerve of most opinions and wipe the sweat from my nuts. It's high demand out for these organs, but niggas ain't got the guts. Wish you diminish from the distance, they try to help you back up. Ain't feeling that type of love. Them emotions get you fucked up. What type of satisfaction you get from the stunts that you pondered up? Wanna see your biggest haters upload your quest to Facebook. You think that your post ain't seen, but them eyeballs tell it enough. Your story tell on niggas, just hope that they wish you up. I'm 6'5", the nerve of niggas who think they can overlook what I can do. Got many thinking and maybe they overshook. I ain't pressed about these here findings you see from Mark Zucker's book. It's poison to most men, but it altered my whole outlook. Being social's added low due to social media crooks. Conversations lost its value, just thought I should say that much. Niggas hard behind all them screens and reality's out of touch. Gotta keep a close eye on my friends. Fake friends, they be killing me. My problem, I pray to God that he said, and I don't know why they want it. I don't need another damn enemy, and I don't need a bad mind that they said. I tell them, cause I don't need another enemy. God said it's free.
I forgot. I got to hit my damn mic button. Excuse me. But if you haven't noticed, StreamYard has made some updates where I can play music and still be on the screen. But I do got to remember to hit the fucking mute button so I don't be sitting here talking like I just was. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. So we here. We in the building. Oh, yeah, we in the building. Welcome to Get It Off Your Chest, our Thursday night podcast. And what I will start doing like I did last week, keep a topic on hand because I know a lot of people shy. Don't be scared, like Black Star said. Don't be scared to come up here. We got your back. We family here. Ain't no reason to be scared. Get it off your chest. But the topic we'll be discussing as well is leader or leaders. Let me hit this chat up, see who all in the building is. I'm not 100% sure because I've been trying to get everything together, getting used to this new shit here, you feel me? So let me holler at my people. What's going on? Christine's in the building. Uncle Charles, K Money, my mods, my family. Fuck that mod shit. It's my family. Yeah. But they do handle things. That's my appointed goddamn vice presidents. God damn it. That's how we're gonna do it. I don't like that mod shit no more. Yeah. What's going on, Carla? Carla's in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Take this off my screen. Miss Deborah's in the building. Deborah Thompson, that is, not Thomas. What's going on, Miss Lorraine? Welcome back, Miss Lorraine. I had a great time with you. Rainey, YJ, Black Star, everybody that came on the panel last, I think that was Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, I didn't go live this day. Had a great time. Hopefully have another great show. A lot of participation. That's what we learn. We ain't here just to have a meeting, but we here to learn. You feel me? That's what it's about. Althea Polk is in the building. Shalom, family. Yeah. I already hollered at Miss Althea. All right, so y'all know how we do. We're going to crank up some more music, and then we're going to get business. But, of course, the link is in the chat. I believe if I need to drop it again, I will, which I'm going to do that anyway. Hope everybody enjoy the show. Like I said, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to get off your chest, this is the time to do it. There is the link right here. So if you want to come up and get on this panel, and listen, let's get this straight right now. Everybody's not going to agree. I don't care how good of a family we are. Family disagree as well. But as long as we get to the bottom of the situation or the final answer, you might still have somebody that say, okay, we're going to have to agree to disagree. That's just the way it is. But we're family. That's all I want to say about that. But we're going to get into some more music. Get all the stuff out of my way. So, K Money, if you're watching, I'm finna hit my share button, click on video file, and it brings up a list of all the songs I have on my computer. And I'm just gonna select one. Here's C Crosses. Check it out.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself?
Coming from the bottom, where they don't want it from. Don't be amazed, brother, nigga, I'm one of us. My skin color don't make a nigga gullible. I'm from the slums and the mud, they don't wanna come. Just understand that they wanna keep us under. But we caught in the undercurrent, hoping we ain't coming up. They tell us anything, hoping that we dumb enough. Teachers ain't paid enough, proof they afraid of us. We should be elated with the blacks graduating. Instead of hating, we should throw a goddamn celebration. Celebrate every black kid. They say they wouldn't make it. Grab the same piece of paper shit and throw it in their faces. This is not about being racist, this about making changes. This about blacks in America. They consider straight. They say we dangerous, but your people hanging us. You damn right we act out when you fuckers anger us. It never been a game to us. The picture that they paint of us. We've been at war so long, it's been us that been training us. See why y'all afraid of us. Just the route y'all been taking us. We've been fighting for our freedom, y'all fuckers ain't paying us. But we can't kneel down, motherfucker, get down. Oh nah, motherfucker don't like how that sound. So they send a motherfucker with a little bit of power and a whole bunch of guns trying to take niggas out. Y'all think a nigga sleep, don't you? Y'all think a nigga sleepwalking. We just hear a bunch of cheap talking. Motherfucker, just keep talking. You can catch me on the beach walking. Sand in my feet, nigga, see stalking. You took lives and we took losses. It's about time that you motherfuckers see crosses. Don't be scared now, nigga. We pissed off and we coming for your head now, nigga. I want it with the drawers off, hit 'em with the sword off. Nigga, we a throw it off. Nigga, let's kill 'em all. Don't be scared now, nigga. We pissed off and we coming for your head now, nigga. I want it with the drawers off, hit 'em with the sword off. Nigga, we a throw it off. Nigga, sawed off, nigga, we a throwed off. Nigga, let's kill them all.
We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough. And it is because of our effort toward getting straight to the root that people oftentimes think we're dealing in head. We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Dope boys.
Remember Trayvon? Remember Sandra? Philando? All this on camera. All black people getting mishandled. But we got a president made it in with a scam. You say you tune in, but I think you on the wrong channel. Damn, this is real life. Treat it like a fan. When the light gon' shine, I ain't talking about the can. Niggas killing over Jay. Nigga, God won't sand. The murder rate done change. It increased more pain. Not a damn thing. Still more murder, more slain. Treat a nigga like EA. It's all in the game. It's all about the name. And that's a goddamn shame. Obama wanna change, but they treat him like a lame. Why, man? Because of his goddamn race. They ain't like him anyway. But Trump so I wish he had a damn AK and get his ass out the way. See his ass gotta pay. I get mad every day. But the white folks, he better than Obama any day. Can you believe that shit? That shit sound great. He just taking up space. He in the goddamn way. He can grab on, he don't give a fuck what he say. But he the man that's making us great. Y'all can't be away. If that's what y'all think this way, y'all dummies insane. Y'all think a nigga sleep, don't you? Y'all think a nigga sleepwalking. We just hear a bunch of cheap talking. Motherfucker, just keep talking. You can catch me on the beach walking. Sand in my feet, nigga, see stalking. You took lives and we took losses. It's about time that you motherfuckers see crosses. Don't be scared now, nigga. We pissed off and we coming for your head now, nigga. I want it with the drawers off, hit him with the sawed off. Nigga, we a throwed off. Nigga, let's kill them all. Don't be scared now, nigga. We pissed off and we coming for your head now, nigga. I want it with the drawers off, hit him with the sawed off. Nigga, we a throwed off. Nigga, let's kill them all. 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 I want it with the drawers off, hit him with the sawed off. Nigga, we a throwed off. Nigga, let's kill them all.
No enemy has ever been able to cause such damage to us as we inflict upon ourselves. The inexorable decay of our urban centers has flared into terrifying domestic conflict as the pursuit of foreign war absorbs our wealth and energy. Squalor and poverty scar our cities as our military might destroys cities in a far-off land to support oligarchy to intervene in domestic conflict. The president who cherishes consensus for peace has intensified the war.
This is Body to Beat Global Music Group.
Boom. Yeah. See crosses. Yeah. These motherfuckers gonna have to see crosses. What's going on, Miss Lorraine?
I'm showing off.
Showing off. Oh, you got that NFAC on. I know that's
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Proud supporter.
Hey, I'm glad you're supporting just like the whole family. Hey, you unite, getting tongue twisted. Y'all know what it is.
Yes,
Ball
sir.
this up. They can't
Yes.
fuck with us. How you doing tonight, Miss Lorraine?
I'm good. Peace. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. Now that I'm back with my family once again for a great show.
Yes.
And tonight,
I've been listening to Inspired all day, off and on all day. You got some stuff on there that had me blushing. And I had to go looking for my husband for a nooner.
oh man, hey, I appreciate that for real though. Definitely appreciate it. I think the whole project was for us. I did that whole project for this family, and that's no cap. I'm dead serious, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. Appreciate it. So as you can see on the screen, the topic for tonight is leader or leaders. But of course, we are in Get It Off Your Chest. So if y'all have anything, click that link. Come join me on the screen. I have to keep a topic, which I enjoy the topics anyway, because a lot of y'all don't have nothing to get off your chest, you know. But we have something to talk about tonight. And this was actually inspired by, no pun intended, this was inspired by Port City. We had a conversation after the live, right after the live on Tuesday night. And it was about, you know, how he felt about, the movement. He said, "Man, I got no problem with it. I like it." It was just about having one leader was his biggest issue. And that's something I always talked about as well. But he went a little bit more in depth because there's actually another, I can't remember, so don't ask me. It's another coalition, and I can't remember the name he said, but it's a leaderless coalition, which is leaders in that whole camp. I guess he said the code that they live by is the leader. So there's something that's popping off. Everyone knows how to react. And I was like, well, I can understand that. But my point I was trying to get to was like we talked about previously, is having different coalitions with one leader at the top. He was like, no, you have different coalitions and there's no leader. So how do you feel about that, Ms. Lorraine, since I have you up here?
Well, I was in the Air Force for 13 years, so I understand Master J's concept. I can accept his leadership. What I don't understand is how somebody can come along saying they promote him, they like what he does, and then try and take his people in another direction as if he's the leader.
Break that down, because I'm clueless to what you're talking about.
Okay. There's people that are coming up that are having sessions, and they're appealing to, in fact, members or people that follow Master J. And I'm gonna give you an example, and I hope nobody's offended by it. But remember back in the day, you see a gay man. I say a black gay man, and he had beautiful sisters all around him. They were shining like stars. They were beautiful. They were dressed nice. They were articulate, and a lot of them were educated. But he only used them to attract more men.
Oh.
So you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
To draw the men to him using these women. So I'm not saying that the people that are following this particular person, and if I call no name, can't bear no blame. I'm not calling any names.
Absolutely.
But to me, it's a guise to go under following Grandmaster J, the general, our leader, and kind of hypnotize his people into thinking that he's following them too, and he's taking them in a different direction. And everybody can't see that. Maybe I'm spazzing.
I know that's right.
Yes.
So what
some,
direction is that you're saying that he's taking them to?
He's taking them to a point where he's assuming the leadership role, since Grandmaster J isn't speaking, since he can't step up and agree or disagree. So there's people that are following him thinking that he's following Grandmaster J, but he has his own agenda. He has a different plan. He even has books that he wants us to read. We got our textbooks. We're not limited to them.
So
But
let me ask you. I'm
okay,
sorry,
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
The fact that you said the people that's following him right now, currently, they feel like he's a part of the NFAC, and he hasn't told them that he's not. Is that what you're saying? Or is he?
I don't know. I don't know who is and who isn't. And we've been instructed not to say. We don't need to say. But when we get our marching orders, when there's a formation, everybody that's supposed to be there will be contacted. So I don't know if you're going. I don't know if I'm going. I don't know nothing about nobody, except that this brother claims he's following the master plan of Grandmaster J, and he's going in a completely different direction, and he's trying to assume leadership and start something else. The way I see it, he's not for we, he's for he and who he can get to follow him. And even after the military rank structure, there's general, and there used to be a 5-star general. Dwight Eisenhower was the last 5-star general. Now it goes to 4. After the major, there's the colonel, the lieutenant colonel, the major, the captain, and the lieutenant. That's in the officers' ranks. And as far as enlisted, that's completely different. But as far as everybody being a leader, no. You're not going to find any species of anything that reproduces without a leader. With a pack of wolves, a pack of dogs, there's an alpha dog. If it's a yard full of chickens and a rooster, the rooster's in charge. If there's no rooster, the oldest chicken is in charge. There's a pecking order. And to me, this guy is stepping out of the pecking order, the order of what's been set up for us.
So, and you know what, Ms. Lorraine, I think that's one of the biggest issues. We talked a lot about our queens and, you know, the attitude adjustment in the last show. And when it comes to leadership of any type of movement, especially when it's, you know, led by alpha male, it's hard to have a lot of alpha males follow. And I think that's the biggest issue amongst, and I'm not gonna say this because I know people might see differently. I wanted to say amongst the Black community, that might be amongst all men in general. So if you can't follow, how can you lead? Because you don't just become a leader out of the damn blue. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you know, reach out to people, talk to people, and teach, and they'll believe in what you do. If they don't believe, you can't lead.
That's right.
I think the simple fact that, like you said, Grandmaster Jay is silence. He's taking his opportunity right now. And I'm pretty sure he's probably not the only one that's going to do that.
Yeah. Well, there's one that stands out for me. But like I said, at 13 years in the Air Force, and they had to put me out. But see, I guess I'm an alpha female at times. They couldn't tell me what to do. I was raised in the military. My father was military. So I was a different breed to begin with. And I had a hard time following the white man. So my remedy was weed. I got an honorable. I know I got an honorable discharge, coded for misbehavior. So I'm a vet. I go to the VA. All my medication is free and everything. But I can't follow everybody. And when Brunswick came up, is when I started listening and watching Grandmaster Jay. That touched my entire soul.
Yes.
It's like, and my husband is saying, that brother ain't working on his own. He's getting divine instruction. And he calls himself, he's not a preacher. You know, we practiced Islam for a long time. For me, it's been since the Million Man March. But that got old. I've been listening to the same lectures and the same scriptures since 1995. They talk too slow. They talk too long. And it's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And I've heard it all already. Grandmaster Jay gave me a breath of fresh air. He renewed my soul. And I'm not following him. I'm following the message. And I'm supporting him and his message.
I'm going to ask you one more question, and we're going to go to some music. What was it? And I heard what you said about you following him. What was it that stood out about Grandmaster Jay that made you want to follow him?
His words, his lessons. And he had, like I said, he gave us books. I'm still reading The Destruction of Black Civilization, and I'm going back and forth between that and the Nephilim, the pyramids, and the apocalypse. I've been paying attention, and I'm going back over all those lessons now. And my husband and I heard this brother on the news. His book is called The Devil You Know. That's deep. He's trying to get everybody to go back to the South. He's trying to get everybody down to Atlanta. Everybody don't live in Atlanta, I know, but I'm already in the South. I want to do what I can from here in South Carolina. But it was his words, and he could back it up. He wasn't preaching and having you confused and trying to figure out, what he was talking about. There are no more secrets. There's no more secrets. He's telling it all. He's telling it all.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you dropping that. Y'all, the link is in the chat. We got Miss Lorraine in the building, and she is up here, and she's breaking it down. I appreciate her. So we're going to go to some more music, and we'll be right back with more of Get It Off Your Chest. Tonight is Leader or Leaders.
Come on, Reedy.
Come on up here,
Reedy. Yeah.
So we're going to go to another Reedy. So let me find my next song. I don't know what it is because I'm using my new file searcher. And whatever I feel I want to play, I'm going to click on it. So let's go to Day One. Yeah, I like Day One. Let's do it.
Another one. Yeah. Shit ain't nothing new to us, man. I get it one time. Thought you knew, man. Nationwide. Body the beat. Round and round we go. Round and round we go. Free base, A1, been high since day one. No slack, no crumbs, straight lace, home run, no cut, none, straight fire, fuego, day one, no lie, A1, no slack, fresh like that.
I've been down by a loss at the start. Found how raw is my heart when the canvas of life give a spark. Let me draw a little part you can vibe with. All of the darts in my rhymes and my target. Day one, great one, stunning how I days one. Anytime of day one, victory I'm taking. Them niggas non-cypher like a little bit of bacon. The source of men wash it with them criminals awaiting. Energy vampire, Tennessee and layers. My day one friends you see been tested through mad fires. We dealing major crack, BS and affiliated acts. So you have to kneel to take it back. It's a rap, be true to who you know, making numerous moves from day numero uno to the funeral tune flow. With suits in the room, so live luminous, dude. In between, while we gleam, shine suited for you, yo. It's on the rail like a Sandpex. Digitized age, make a man flex. He can't get touched in the same way my day ones would play. They nuts in the same way. Space. Some confrontational and charming, a twist from the shook ones that engage with their fans hardly. And we don't have time or the patience to play with the stagnant. I rhyme with the great ones. Day one.
That shit dope. A1, been high since day one. No slack, no crumbs, straight lace, home run, no cut, none, straight fire, fuego, day one, no lie, A1, no slack, fresh like that.
Been a dope ass nigga since day one. And I bet a bitch nigga won't say nothing. I quit recess, nigga don't play nothing. Nigga been real, but the fake won't face. Niggas throwing up L, but a nigga can't take. Yeah, nigga love bitch. My Deuce ain't make one. Pressure make diamonds, and they bust pipe. Damn right I'm riding, damn right I'm tight, damn right I'm climbing. Ain't blind my sight, nigga no ball shine is the guiding light. Nigga so mad wanna take my life. Nigga Blake stay strapped, nigga Blake alright. Nigga Blake don't cap, face can't stay tight. Nigga changed the fight, but I came on right. Had to drip then jive, to swallow my pride. Reach down inside, I will up my mind. Now a nigga doing fine. Off the niggas that lie, they don't wanna deal with a nigga like I. Nigga B.set, nigga we got neck. Port City YJ, Zone Space LA. Nigga Deuce Boss Play, representing that nationwide. Niggas better know not to play with mine. This is that lyrical homicide. Niggas they know that we born to ride.
That shit dope. A1, been high since day one. No slack, no crumbs, straight lace, home run, no cut, none, straight fire, fuego, day one, no lie, A1, no slack, fresh like that.
I be getting to the money so quick, probably thought that I be running. Hell nah, nigga, I be getting to the bread even when I go to bed. Know I'm finna make some. All the way until a nigga dead, I'ma eat like I'm about to be asleep for the whole damn winter. Hibernation for the come up, something I'ma really be on something. Fuck niggas, they be interrupting. Licky, they ain't knowing that I busted. Big gun, you don't even trust it. Stay cool, but I ain't Colonel Mustard. Fool with it spraying in the cluster. Cool in the dark, getting trouble. Pull sharp shots, I'm subtle. Always on repeat, no shuffle. My Glock cow, baby, it's tough. Get my cut, now I'm putting that straight up in the duffel. I don't fuck with y'all haters, but I wanna motivated by the way they all on.
I've been on fire since day one. Don't fuck with no games and no play none. You got a problem to say something. I don't kill niggas, so stay calm. Lacing these lyrics with napalm. Start with the moon till the day come. This is the reason LA got your fingers right back up on the play button. Fuck with the season beat, I'm right where I need to be. Most of my day ones they thought I was lacking, them niggas stop packing, nobody believed in me. Fuck them, niggas don't ask me for shit. Nope. I think I'm good with all that. Yeah. They like to run from the truth. From day when I stuck to the facts.
And that's that what? Free base, A1, whoa, been high since day one. No slack, no crumbs, nah, straight lace, home run, no cut, none, straight fire, fuego, day one, no lie, A1, yeah, no slack, pressure like that, yeah.
I came, I saw, I conquered. I started from a tosser. Lucky me, I bossed up. I'm lounging with my feet up. You run the streets cause you stuck. I need passports and visas. You just need you a re-up. They aggy that I clean up. From head to toe, I'm G'd up. I came a long way from flipping, using payphones and beepers. From styrofoams to teacups. You getting left behind, you can't keep up. You married to the game, you a damn lame. Cause you ain't got no prenup. I done seen it all, done did it all. Sold Oragel on Tylenol. But I crawled back from a downfall. Bounce back like round ball. Everything must evolve. You stagnate, you die off. I hope I'm motivating y'all. I embrace my scars and my flaws. Since day one I've been dope, dog.
Free base, A1, whoa, been high since day one. No slack, no crumbs, nah, straight lace, home run, no cut, straight fire, fuego, day one, no lie, A1, yeah, no slack, pressure like that, that shit dope. Free base, A1, whoa, been high since day one, no slack, no crumbs, nah, straight lace, home run, no cut, straight fire, fuego, day one, no lie, A1, yeah, no slack, pressure like that,
And I rhyme with the great ones.
Been a dope ass nigga since day one.
Most motivated by the way they out long. Don't fuck with no games and no play.
I'm lounging with my feet up.
And I rhyme with the great ones.
Been a dope ass nigga since day one.
Don't fuck with no games and no play.
Day one, there's levels to this shit, man. Levels, been high, day one, no slack, no crumbs, straight lace, home run, no cut, straight fire, day one, no lie, A1, no slack, like that.
Drum dummy,
That's a movie. Time, space, boss, late, hey, Deuce, L, dot, Port City.
We're coming back, people. Yeah, I can even keep the music jamming while I'm going off, nigga. I love that shit. Yeah. We got the homie YJ in the building. Rennie, if you hear me, come on back. But what's going on, brother?
Nothing much, man. I had just tuned in, so man, I guess I'm gonna file back, man. See what y'all building on tonight. You know, I just came here to say what's up, man. I don't know what y'all got on the.
We can fill you in, man. You ain't gotta go nowhere. We can fill you in. Actually, it comes from our BSM brother who actually influenced or inspired this topic. We're talking about leaders or leader. You know what I'm saying? And me and Port was talking about, you know, he feel like it may be better if we had coalitions that were leaderless. Pretty much, the code would be the leader. And he said it was a coalition out there like that. I can't remember the name. Hopefully he pop up sometime before this live is over.
Port was up here just now?
No, he was on the last one. He didn't come up, but he told me he wanted to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see. So
yeah,
it's
what you
that's
think?
the thing, man. These organizations, man, it's hard, it's tough, man, because like you said, you get a leader, you get one leader, and it's like you got so many different organizations, man. I don't know. I think to a certain extent leaders are needed, but I just think the leaders need to build together more. Like it shouldn't be so separate.
I agree. Olivia, I see you in the back room with us. It still say device is not connected. I know you have to allow your camera and your mic before it even lets you all the way through. And the being that it's giving me the device is not connected, that's the only thing that I know that will stop you from getting in. So if you hear me, that's why you can't get in. I'm trying to bring you on, but it won't let me. It says your guest will need to connect their mic/cam before you can add them to the stream. So, but go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, but I kind of mentioned, I think it's probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were talking about different black leaders and organizations. And I'm gonna say it again, man. It's like everybody over here rock with the NFAC, but imagine if you had the NFAC rocking with ADOS, rocking with the FBA, rocking with, you know what I'm saying? Imagine the strength in that. We always talk about strength in numbers and unity, and everybody needs to unite and all that, but I think until something like that happens, it's just gonna be the same, like a bunch of scattered organizations that all kind of have the same goal.
So being that you said that, I want to ask Lorraine, because maybe she can answer this question. Why are there different coalitions that go their own separate way? Like you have the NFAC, of course. And like he said, he just named off a couple others. Why are they not on the same page? I thought we was all fighting the same fight.
Because everybody wants to be a chief. Everybody wants to be recognized. And the only way for any of this to really come to anything positive is that the leaders of these different groups need to come together. They need to form a pact, an agreement, and then maybe there will be leaders that way, over more than one group. But too many people don't want to be under somebody else, and then each of those groups, I never even heard of those. They probably have the same problems. Somebody feels like they might know more or might be more qualified, to hold the position. So they're going to undercut whoever's in charge if that's what they want to do. So all of us are going to have these problems until somebody decides that, okay, you go ahead and be the alpha male. I'll support you. And we'll see what happens from there. Go ahead, YJ.
And one thing, boss, that you did mention was you said that we all have the same basic goal, and that I think that's kind of the problem, is because we don't actually. Because like if you think about it, the FBA, that's that whole thing that Tariq Nasheed pushes. Its whole focus is foundational Black Americans. So it's gonna be hard for a foundational Black American to commingle with the African descendant of slavery, like or Pan-Africanism, because those are two completely separate. They have two completely separate goals in the end. Like, so I kind of know why. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, so I kind of see why it is the way it is, but I just think at some point that if there is ever going to be any kind of unity like that, there has to be some kind of I can't think of the word, like
I done been there before.
Start with a C. What is it in a marriage you need to have? Like you gotta. Well, yeah, that. But
commitment.
You gotta.
No.
You gotta concede to certain things. Like you gotta allow. Like you can't have it all, basically. Like if you're one organization, you can't have it all. You gotta let them have some. It's you give an inch, take an inch type of thing. If that don't happen, it's never gonna happen.
So, well, what you said, and I appreciate you for doing that, because when you brought up the, I think you said the Black American. What you said? What was that group again?
Foundational Black Americans.
So I can understand how that could be different, but at the end of the day,
Compromise. That's it.
Compromise. Absolutely. Are the morals or the goals that much of a different that they can't find a common ground, or is it at the end of the day the alpha male syndrome?
Some of that might come into play. You know?
Yeah. And then too, regardless of what group we associate ourselves with, if somebody's gonna get gunned down or shot down, they're not gonna card you first to see who you following. We should all be on the same agenda. Self-defense of Black people, you know, policing our neighborhoods, keeping them crackers, the bounty hunters out of our neighborhoods, instead of all this, my patches is more shinier than yours, or I got more on my hat than on my beret than you got on yours. So what you got? And it's ego. Somebody, I can't. It's so small I can hardly read it. But somebody put ego on there. It is about ego, and the ego should be secondary.
Absolutely.
What's first?
Absolutely.
What's first?
I can't disagree. Well, let me get to another song. Y'all don't go nowhere. We try to keep the music jamming. I see Port City is in the building. Hey, bro. Hey, don't sit in that goddamn chat. Come on up here, bro. I know if you ain't
do stuff.
Come on up here, man. Hey, you inspired this conversation, so it wouldn't be right if you don't join us, bro. But we're gonna go to another jam, and hopefully he can come up here soon. But if not, we're gonna keep this show rocking. All right, so we're gonna
don't
jump.
Don't go nowhere, YJ. Don't leave, YJ. Please don't leave.
All right, I'll stick around. I'll stick around just for you. Goddamn.
Thank you. You were supposed to come back last time and never did.
All right, here is the next jam. I haven't heard this in a while. This is Melanin Miracle. Let's go.
Oh, yes, yes.
As we gather here today, under one united front, under the guise of putting our pride aside to become one nation, sworn to the gift of melanin that they once thought was a curse. But it's magic.
Look at the lights and the fixtures, but don't you forget it's a bigger picture. He put us in the pot and started mixing. 300 billion people made all different. A lot of people born gifted. A lot of people change when the earth shifted. And some will never see the vision. And that's the difference from being alive and just living. Such a crazy time that we live in. If you don't pay attention, you get filled in. It's time we stand up, so we're the real men. Ain't no peace treaty here, we taking back the land. We did it once, we can do it again. 10 toes, I stand, that's a real man. You gotta hold your nigga down. And if you black, say it loud.
As we screaming loud from the tallest peak, linked up in this web tied to the heart of the streets. Sheesh. And I only got 3 letters. SOC. Stay on code to the end of the road. Let's go.
I am kissed by the sun, I'm highly favored. I reflect God, I mirror the creator. I keloid scars, my father is your savior. I built this world, pick me for my labor. I turned stone into pyramids. Mud made villages. You find me where the living is. Cave dwellers bring ignorance. How you rope them off for they nonsense. They lying to you, teaching you black is a curse. Before they trickery, you control the whole earth. You invented math, language, and science. Our melanin is a miracle, don't deny it. On the shoulders of giants, our ancestors God, they even enslaved us, but we fucking survived it. Tables will turn, so stop your crying. I'm so proud to be black, I'm nothing without it. Yeah.
As we ride, one time for the culture that never dies, we rise. In this nation, where the education is built on a foundation of lies. We rise. We rise.
You can paint it vivid when I picture
picture this. My skin is Vizio, I'm the difference. Picking through the channels, I'm the guy. Got me surfing through my life like a tide. The journey is a ride. No wonder why I'm thirsty. Life is full of pride, but never showing mercy every day that I provide. It's like that never curse me. We done with picking cotton while you really trying to work me. Should have been rich gods and men. Instead they giving you more bars and pins. Just face it like cut scars and chin. Already. Never even, it's more odds to sin. I'm melanated to the flesh. I don't need your color scheme when it's branded on my chest. I'm stand up for being that. If you represent a god, stand up for being black, motherfuckers.
So we salute to those who blaze the trail beforehand. We stand right hand balled in the fist for power, for the vision, for the unspoken symbolism that parallels the mission. Melanated vision, melanated magic. Ride out, no pride out, yeah. BTBG, Black System Mafia, New World. BTBG, Black System Mafia, New World.
Mike's off mute. So that was Melanin Miracle, featuring one of our guests, YJ himself, the homie Port City, who we're waiting on, and the homie Neutral Nick. Y'all probably know Neutral as well. We got to get Neutral on the show too. Yeah, but we left off, you know what I'm saying, talking about, the alpha male and the different coalitions and why we can't get our people to come together as one, because there's different beliefs and they have different goals and live by different codes. So that brings me to this question. And I want to ask you this, Ms. Lorraine. If what YJ said, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us will agree, if we can't get these coalitions or our people as one, how are we going to get to that final goal, period? Especially with, we got NFAC and, a lot of people, they might believe in somebody else. And then you have what you just said earlier, somebody trying to take over and take his people and lead a different way. How can we have that in Black America if we're going to make it?
Well, it's sad. I've seen people be hard-headed and stubborn until there was a tragedy. You couldn't tell them nothing. There was a tragedy. And Black America keeps going through these tragedies over and over and over again. And nobody had come up with a solution to Grandmaster Jay said, arm yourself. Instead of people standing around filming the tragedies, if I was armed and I saw the police abusing somebody, I think I'd shoot them. I'd shoot them with a gun or pick up a shoe or something and hit them in the head. I'd make them stop, even if they turned on me. But we've had enough tragedy. We've all got too much in common. And you can't say, well, because I'm in this group, this isn't going to happen in my neighborhood. We don't know where it's going to happen. Look at them people down there in Atlanta, the Asians. And it's been on the news since it happened. But what have they been doing? They don't have a militia. Their militia is their stores, their hair salons. And they treat us like dirt. But they take that money. They'll sell us their food that's killing us with all the MSG in it, the high sodium that will stop your heart. It tastes good, but MSG has no flavor. It has no protein in it, but it will make you eat till your stomach pops. And they use it. They keep us coming back.
I always wonder about
that monosodium glutamate is to make you eat more. Who came up with that? Probably them, because it's in all their food. Now they're starting to put the label on there, no MSG, because people stop buying it. Somebody told him what it meant. Somebody told him what it does. Some people don't care. Some people won't read it. But the thing is this. That's all you hear about now. How they've been done. They've been doing that in our neighborhoods forever. A cracker walking up. So two brothers trailing, two men trailing a brother, and another one filming it.
So,
and nothing was done about that until Grandmaster Jay said something.
And you know what? I'm glad you said it again, because I want to bring that up and ask YJ this next question. Because what you said is nothing but facts, Mr. Rain. Because who have you seen step up in 2020 that really made a change or made a difference besides the NFAC? Now, I'm not saying these other coalitions didn't exist at that time, but they didn't do anything. So then you also said, instead of filming the black brother being hurt or killed, do something, shoot him. And that goes back to also what Grandmaster Jay has been teaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You have to learn your right, learn and know your rights and what you can and cannot do. So in that particular situation, there might have been somebody that wanted to do something that was scared. So YJ, with that being said, when you was talking about that same foundation,
right?
Where were they at, bro? Where were they at? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I couldn't answer that question because I don't follow either organization, so I couldn't answer that, you know. And that's
I ain't trying to put you on the spot or nothing like that, bro. I'm just asking because it's not just that coalition. There's several that's out there. Black Panthers, don't they still exist? What do they do?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's tough, you know. That's one of them things.
Yeah. So, and that's the only reason I'm glad she brought that up, because you know I didn't even think about that, because she's absolutely right. Don't hate on this man because he stepped up, and that goes back to that alpha male shit again. Oh, he think he big and bad. I'm big and bad. I can do the same thing too. Well, do it then.
Yes.
I think it kind of goes back to like I was saying with different people, different organizations having different goals and different things that they're trying to attack, and to a certain extent, that the fact that it's like that, it's kind of like a gift and a curse, because not for everybody the same outlook isn't going to stick for every black person in America. Like it's just not. I don't think it's ever going to be a point where every black person is going to be able to follow one of these type organizations. It's going to have to be somewhat of a melting pot of different ideas and things that end up going into the same pot. Like where the NFAC, they do this, and then another thing, we don't even think, right? We don't even think about like other organizations. Like you got the Hebrew Israelites, you know, the ones where the Mortal Kombat outfits and all that. Like they strong, they strong in every city. Like I got Hebrew Israelites every Friday out there on the corner. They got their tent, they got their what do they call them, garbs and all that on, and that's a whole nother organization that's nationwide. Then you got Nation of Islam, and it's like, so you can ask where were they at when such and such. That you can always ask where was someone at.
Absolutely,
that's right. That's right.
So let me ask this now. When it comes to what you just said, let's think about it. Let's think about a business. You know what I'm saying? Or a record label. You have different people inside of that business that specialize in something. Now, before I even go into that, let's go back to what you said. Maybe they stand for something else. Who would not stand for protecting your own people? And pretty much, I'm not saying that's what the NFAC is all about, But that's one thing that they really preach. You're not finna keep fucking with us because we ain't fucking around no more. So I don't see why. I don't care how many coalitions and whatever they beliefs are. If you don't stand for that, what are you standing for?
And some of that's the thing. Like you may look at it from your perspective as being like these other people aren't doing that, but on the other side of the fence, they're looking at it like we're doing it. We're just doing it our way. You know, we're just doing it our the way we want to do it. We may not want to dress down in these, you know, bulletproof vests and have we may not want to do that. We may want to focus on our family only and just focus on we may want to focus our goals strictly towards economic empowerment, or, you know, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I'm not going against what the NFAC is doing. I may be kind of playing devil's advocate just because I like to do that sometimes.
I know.
Sometimes, but
no.
but what, you know.
Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
But you know, I'm just, you know, I'm trying to just create that dialogue and trying to.
It's welcome.
Right.
It's definitely welcome. If you remember what Port City said in one of the songs we did, going back to what you said, they want to do it their way. Right. He said that peaceful protest shit is goofy. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we talked a few podcasts ago about, you know what I'm saying, we sick of that damn that weak shit that they say we are. They say black people are the most giving people in the world, especially when it came to the case where the Botham brother and his brother hugged the white lady. Niggas got mad about that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to come to you in a second, Mr. Rain, but I just want to go back to what I was saying. When you have a business, there's different entities in that business that everybody specialized to make that business successful, correct?
Right.
So if you have, you know, the NFAC, who's about protection of our black people, you know what I'm saying? And then you have another coalition that specializes in teaching, you know, you about your rights, which he does that as well. But I'm just trying to get you to understand where I'm going at. Why can't they see the common ground? For one, protection is one, teaching is two, and then where were we trying to go at in the end? I feel like that should be the main goal. If you put all thoughts, ideas together, how can you go wrong? Go ahead, Mr. Rain.
The Nation of Islam has a setup where we were forbidden to carry arms because that was an excuse for the white man to gun us down. Okay, all the truth is coming out about Malcolm X and everything, but these brothers still aren't doing anything different. They were saying like, buy back the block, buy these old houses and put prisoners to work, you know, and teach teenagers how to use their hands and do things. What happened with that? Ain't heard nothing else about it. It's like they've timmied down. They've backed up. Minister Farrakhan has already passed on his position to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's son. And so right now, the biggest threat is his son. He's the supreme captain. That brother don't play, but he ain't saying nothing. And the Nation of Islam isn't doing anything except repeating the same lessons over and over and over again. You know, they're teaching the sisters how to cook. They're teaching everybody how to drill and march and everything. Some martial artists and all that stuff. But where were they? Who showed up? They've got mosques all over Georgia. A big one in Atlanta. Where were they? Last weekend. Remembering Bree. All eyes on Bree. The Black Panthers were there passing out food, milk, and water. That's good. So that means that the NFAC is the only group that's armed and ready to protect. Everybody else is teaching and feeding. See, All that needs to come together, and instead of the egos, like I was saying, what should be first? What should be first? Egos secondary. What's first? The protection of the family should be first. However, it needs to be done.
So I want to go to the chat real quick because everybody's leaving comments, and I don't want anybody to feel like we're not paying attention. But I like to give my utmost and undivided attention to my panel. So
Yes.
I'm reading. I see Geneva says in the Nation of Islam got plenty black brothers, but you don't see them on Jay's mindset. Now,
there's some on there. There's some on there. There's lots of Muhammad's that follow him.
Do you see how we can point out where we're weak at, but we don't try to fix it? I know I'm not the only one who have these damn questions. You know what I'm saying? And notice, where we're like this and like this instead of like this. You know what I'm saying? So I think as a leader, whatever coalition you're a part of, why not reach out to another one? Which I'm not saying they have not done this because I don't know. I can't speak for Jay or anybody else. But as a leader, especially someone who believes in the man above, and you understand what his teachings is and what he stands for, everybody know there's no perfect man, but you have to have that man somewhere in your heart, soul, and spirit to lead a people in the right direction. And I know I'm not gonna get religious or nothing like that because some people might not believe in the same. Yeah. I can't say religion because God didn't create religion, so I can't say that. But what you just finna say, YJ?
No, I was just saying, yeah, it's that's the thing. When you bring religion to it, it turns into a whole different.
Oh yeah, that's why I try to stay away from that. But let me get to some more music and we gonna come back, man. I'm loving this commentary. The link is in the chat. YJ and Lorraine, hey, they ain't the only one in here. We like to hear from everybody. Like I said, this is Get It Off Your Chest. So if you got anything you want to get off your chest, feel free. Get it off your chest. This show is for us, not just me, YJ, and Miss Lorraine. You feel? Rennie, I know you done came up several times, but I guess you keep getting kicked out. Hopefully we can get that fixed soon. But I want to go to one of my homies' new song. I told him I promote him because he fucked with me. So this is my homie 1/3. This is called A Memo. I get it.
Yeah, back on my shit again. I was busy with thinking what will to spend. Just a creature that's hungry, imagining. Back in my bag again. My focus is money, I'm cashing in. Tunnel vision, a laser, I'm zooming in. Package bumpy like bottles of secret gin. I'm good with the skin of men, and I need no approval on how I live. I'm a junkie for music, I gotta give. All my blessings to you, that's just how it is. I want veterans, he is zero fuss to give. Mastering my craft, elevate my skills. Veterans, he is zero fuss to give. Mastering my craft, elevate my skills. Shout out to the ones that always wanna bring out the worst in you. These be the first victims I go applying pressure to. When you're making moves, it ain't always gotta be verbal abuse. Oh, saying don't let the left hand know what the right hand do. Shout out to the ones that always wanna bring out the worst in you. These be the first victims I go applying pressure to. When you're making moves, it ain't always gotta be verbal abuse. Oh, saying don't let the left hand know what the right hand do. I done spent most of my life fucking up more than twice. How you think I get this nice? The lessons I learned, bad sacrificial price. They kept me up a lot of nights. My hope is on the brink of being lost and out of sight, but it quick will never in my flight. It's just a pedigree I had of my dog in this fight. It's simply a ferocious fight. Give attention or his interest. I wish I might. You gotta be keeping me right. Don't do what I do for the book. So fuck alike, I don't need it to know that I'm tight. The way I am, I'ma be the rest of my life. I'm doping you high as a kite. If anything I mention's anything other than right, respect it and move to the side. Shout out to the ones that always wanna bring out the worst in you. These be the first victims I go applying pressure to. When you're making moves, it ain't always gotta be verbal abuse. Oh, saying don't let the left hand know what the right hand do. Shout out to the ones that always wanna bring out the worst in you. These be the first victims I go applying pressure to. When you're making moves, it ain't always gotta be verbal abuse. Oh, saying don't let the left hand know what the right hand do.
I gotta remember to turn my goddamn mic on. So yeah, that was the homie 1/3. That was the memo. He got his new album coming. dropping real soon called Serendipity 2. So if y'all rock with me, y'all can rock with him. He's a dope artist. Right now we have Mr. Rain and the homie YJ in the building, and we are talking about leader or leaders. And I think we breaking some ground, hopefully, and have some people who understand. We may have some people that just ain't gonna agree, and that's understandable. If you don't agree, hop on up on the screen. That's all I can say to you. You feel me? But so before I move on, anybody have anything they want to go off of the last thing I said?
That song on the album Feel Me, that was so nice.
I got that. I'm
so
gonna play
nice.
that too. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm gonna play that.
Okay, I was surprised because most of your stuff is so gangsta.
No,
and then,
no.
well, I mean, no, okay. I don't mean in a bad way. You remind me of, okay, when I look at you and the dreads, you remind me of Stevie Wonder. So I have to look away to know, yeah, there's something with the dark glasses and the dreads reminds me of Stevie Wonder. And sometimes when you go hard, I think of Busta Bus. And I do. That show you my age. You know what I related to. But I see you. I do. And it was just that was just such a surprise. It was so sweet and so mellow. And it's like every brother got to feel like that about his woman. You know, I can imagine you. I can imagine you if you saw something happening to your woman, your flesh. I can imagine you pulling a dread out. If you didn't have nothing else to use, pulling out a dread and strangling MF to death with one of your dreads. I could see that, you know, and every brother needs to feel like that. You know, MC Light was talking about, remember that song Roughneck? Get a roughneck, gotta get a roughneck. And sisters started looking for him and was getting beat up and mistreated.
So that roughneck ain't no good when he gets some liquor in
Period. Just the title. I mean, if you're looking for a roughneck, you're gonna get what you're looking for. And you have no concept of what it all means. Yeah, like you said, let him get some liquor in him, you know.
That's one of the things you gotta have something for the ladies, man. You always gotta have something for the ladies. I learned that probably about 4 years ago, man, because I was making a lot of music, and I got to noticing I'm making music for me, and it's like a lot of artists, like I think you can get kind of stuck up in yourself and not you, but you gotta have something for the ladies, man. I'm like, that's why I tell people. That's why I had to tell Deuce, like, man, you making all these songs just for dudes, or like, I know, when you can't just make songs for dudes, you know, you gotta have something for the ladies in there somewhere, man, because for real ladies, them is the ladies, them is the one who show the support for real, to a certain extent, you know, when it comes to music.
Hey, I want to go back to Rainey's comment, which I just put on the screen. And maybe we can talk about this. She says, the white supremacists don't want to see black people progress, period, which is true. We could probably do it differently if the enemy wasn't attacking us. I'm gonna just respond on how I feel about it. I definitely 100% agree with the first part, but let me ask this, Rainey. We probably wouldn't need to create a coalition if we didn't have an enemy that was attacking us. And that's just my opinion. But I don't know how y'all feel about it. You can go ahead, Miss Lorraine.
The first thing that came to mind was how somebody made the distinction between Uncle Tom and Sambo. And how, you know, people that we disagree with, we call Uncle Tom. And Uncle Tom was the good guy. Sambo was the traitor. He was the nigger. And then I went back to the story of OJ, still a nigger. There's always going to be a nigger.
Yeah.
No matter what we do, there's always going to be one. And I don't know how we get past that unless we don't feed them with anything. If we're not If we're not hiding and sneaking and ducking and dodging, then there's nothing for Sambo to report. There's nothing for him to say. If everything is done openly, what's he gonna do? He's out of business. He can't get nothing. He can't get no scrap from the master's table if he's not given anything.
Yeah, I
want to excuse me. Hold on 1 second, Roger. I want to welcome. We got Miss Leslie Smith in the building. We're gonna come to you in a second, Leslie. Go ahead and finish what you're saying, YJ.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, there's always gonna be a percentage of blacks that's not on code. I mean, that just goes with the territory. That's just how it is. You know, it's always gonna be a certain percentage that's got their mind set up, and different programming and things have them a certain way, and that's just how it is. So that's all I got to really say. I mean,
can't disagree. That's true. Hey, Miss Leslie, what you got to say? What brings you to the panel? We want to see you.
Hey, sister. Peace.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Probably need to go out and come back in.
Try to go out and come back in because your mic is not muted, but we still can't hear you. If she's gonna go out, come back in, and we gonna know what we do. We're gonna play another goddamn jam until she get back. And we here for music and conversation. So we're gonna jump on. Let's go to the. Nope. Let's do. I think I already played that one. No, we're gonna hit High Expectations. Let's do it.
Me and my niggas gon' ride. Homicide on the mind, nigga. We ain't gon' let shit slide. Think a nigga playing, just try, nigga. This a new day, we a new tribe. Everything eye for an eye, nigga. Let's go, let's go. Can't take no more. I done snatched every goddamn chain. When it got me a strap and the bitch go bang. I don't know about you, my nigga. I'ma pull through, nigga, while my bitch gon' sing. Bang, bang. This is no game. Chopper hit a nigga right dead in the face. Got your body boxed up in an all-black case. Fuck a KKK, keep an 8-K. We done told y'all GA niggas don't play. And we don't see no race. Should've seen they face. Cornbread fat niggas keep beans on the plate. Done cleaning our state. Gotta see what they say. Don't mind beating up Jay, better stay in they play. All the real goon niggas on the way. I swear to God I couldn't wait till I seen this day. Now everybody stand up and just say, kick clap. Me and my niggas gon' ride. Homicide on the mind, nigga. We ain't gon' let shit slide. Think a nigga playing, just try, nigga. This a new day, we a new tribe. Everything eye for an eye, nigga. Let's go, let's go. Can't take no more.
Muscle memory clipping, blap, blap, blap. The sound of the slide going back, cause it's one in the hat. Oh, I'll put one in your hat, get tapped. Round of applause, tell me, do you hear that? Know you clap. We can only go two ways, but just talk it out like gentlemen. I hop into some gangster shit, physically and verbally, still so dangerous. The league of assassins with precision, how I angle it. Curving these bullets got me weaving through entanglements. We ain't letting shit slide, you remember when we took August out and went straight to September. Still celebrate like it's January or December. But I'd rather go back to November. Shot my dog in the streets, or would've thugged it out with you. I for an I, 2 for 2, we gon' get you. It's the waiting game, hell no, I ain't forget you.
Me and my niggas gon' ride. Homicide on the mind, nigga. We ain't gon' let shit slide. Think a nigga playing, just try, nigga. This a new day, we a new tribe. Everything eye for an eye, nigga. Let's go, let's go. Can't take no more.
Brand new. You violating if a nigga hating, talking down on the congregation. Willingly putting your life in danger. Clap with the banger when I clap back and aiming at a noggin of a nigga trying to test my gangster. Cause it get tragic by up it, and I let you have it. When the gate get to blasting, it's pussy you niggas want it. But I ain't letting shit slide on the iPhone. I'm out mine. And I hope you're down the ride. Cause I'm hitting all them. Got hollows for all them. Make you niggas say hello to my little friend. And don't think that it's the end. Double back and do it again. Like, okay, I'm reloaded.
Me and my niggas gon' ride. Homicide on the mind, nigga. We ain't gon' let shit slide. Think a nigga playing, just try, nigga. It's a new day, we a new tribe. Everything eye for an eye, nigga. Let's go, let's go. Can't take no more.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Unmute these mics. We have Miss Leslie Smith. I think Lorraine dropped down, but go ahead. Let's see if we can hear you now, Miss Leslie. Still can't hear you. You got your volume turned up on your phone or the device that you're using? I hate when this happens to anybody.
Yeah, before you come in, you got to see that green bar on the mic going up and down. Like, if you don't see that green bar.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm sorry, Miss Leslie. Check your settings before you enter.
Yeah, I think that's
it'll be like a little microphone, and when you say something, that bar go up and down. You'll see that green bar going up and down. Back again. Still can't hear you. Yeah, we still can't hear you.
Might need some headphones or something. Some earbuds with the mic on it.
Yeah, if you got some headphones with a mic, and see if that works. It's still nothing's coming through. Nothing at all. Now you froze. So it might be a connection problem. But we'll get you on here as soon as possible. As soon as you get it together, we bring you on. That's no problem. We want you on here. But
Hey, that last track was hard though, man.
Oh, that's your first time hearing that one?
I think it was. I know it wasn't on that Inspired, but yeah, that's hard. That first verse, bro. You killed that shit.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But I want to bring up another one, and we were just talking about what Rini was saying about the enemies, and she put this up here. Pay attention. The U.S. intelligence officials just published a new counterterrorism alert March 17th. These white cats aren't playing. And we are arguing about who's in charge. Domestic terror.
Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about as far as tragedy. Something, they have to start busting down people's doors in neighborhoods before anybody feel like, oh, I need to get with this group over here. They'll protect me. And we've seen enough tragedy. So what's it going to take to get everybody on the same page? Counterintelligence.
To a certain extent, because that's been a thing for a while that I've been hearing about, like when they say like home terrorism on the homeland type thing. Some of that I think is to a certain extent, but I think some of that has to do with posturing.
Yes.
Like them posturing, like in the wild, in the wild, you have like a certain birds that they will just posture. They will sit there and they'll pluck their feathers and spread their wings out and try to make themselves look as big as possible, just to kind of put that fear in there. I think some of that, I'm not saying all of it, but I think some of that has to do with that, like them posturing to a certain
Cats do the same thing.
Oh yeah. Like when they put their hind legs up and they try to expand and you see the hair on their back rise up and all that.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what some of that is, but that's definitely true what she did say.
Trying to get Port City on. It's just hourglassing for you, Port. I added you to the stream. Right now, there you go. Take your mic off mute, but you on, bro.
Yeah. Oh, can you hear me?
Area. Yeah, we can hear you. Hopefully you don't sound like a robot the whole time, but yeah, we hear you.
Waking up on my head. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear.
Yeah.
So why don't you come on here and talk to the people and break down what we talked about, and maybe you can explain things a little better than I can.
Hold on, you can hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you good. You good, bro.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you. It's like a delay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you must be working on somebody else's internet, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we hear you though. I don't hear no delay with you.
Yeah. Let me go get my Nerf gun, nigga. Hold on, I'll be right back, yo. I got
Hey, just go ahead, man. Have at it. Oh, he done fell off. Yeah, that sounded like he had a bad signal. We're going to stay a little longer because I definitely want to get his input and definitely want to hear Ms. Leslie and her feedback because we don't want to leave nobody out because the commentary and conversation is great. I love doing this because this is how we learn. I learn a lot of stuff just being here talking with you guys, so I appreciate it. But if ain't nobody's got anything to say, we're gonna play another jam. So you better talk to me. I don't like dead silence.
You know what? I kind of wanted to put something out there that Port had posted on his community tab, and it was just a little post that says it's roughly 42 million Black Americans in the U.S. We all just got 1,400 stimulus. Even it says basically if we put that together, that's $58.8 billion. So I think.
My fault. Go ahead, YJ.
No, I think to a certain extent, it's got. There has to be some kind of economic talk in the mix if you're talking about anything. Like when you're talking about the NFAC and all these organizations, I think if there's no economic talk or if there's nothing about economics in the mix of the talk, I think it's kind of not pointless, but I think that should be mandatory. Like, because bottom line, this is America, and the almighty dollar. That's what this country is built off of. So, in the end, if there's no talk about economics going on, then I think that's a problem. You know.
Can't disagree. Leslie, your mic working now, Leslie?
No.
Jeez. This is actually making me mad for you. Jeez. I don't know what you're doing wrong or what you're not doing. I'm not sure, but you're still on mute.
I heard Port there for a second.
Yeah, I seen you click your mic on and off, but it didn't make a difference. See, it's off now, and it's back on now. So you got a volume on the side of your button? I mean, on your phone? I don't know. Nothing. We're going to go to a jam real quick, and we're going to see if we can figure this out. Man, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That makes
I'm anxious to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear what she done came up here several times, so I definitely want to hear what she got to say. We're going to check out Running in Circles, and we'll be right back.
It's a storm coming. Stay in your lane, nigga. Run. Keep running. That's right. Yeah. Keep running. I'm trying to stretch my legs, spread my wings, let a nigga breathe. They try to tell me my world is flat, so I won't leave. They feed us alcohol and drugs and will harass we breathe. Trap you in that backward cycle, you cannot succeed. This is only the surface, believe me, shit get deep. I'm just a poor righteous teacher, quiet please as I preach. Distract you with material shit, rock you to sleep. Replace your faith with doubt, you too pussy to leave.
That's real. In my mind spinning on this hamster wheel of confusion. No filter, I done took the mask off. Fuck it, I'm only human. People looking like they never been through it. Lies. I can see the doubt in their eyes. I'm at the point, it's no surprise to me. I grew accustomed to a slew of suckers planting sucker seeds. Cross them over like I'm at the rucker. What the fuck you mean? Same movie, just a different lens to enhance the scene. I'm pondering on a plan. I just hope I don't squander it. I can't fail. They don't wanna do nothing but give you hell. I'm one step from the finish line, but I'm running in circles.
One step forward, 2 steps back. Every time I have a dream, they say I can't do that. It's like a dead end everywhere. Or you trap in a trap. They turn God into a slave and then a damn lab rat. Running in circles, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Every time I have a dream, they say I can't do that. It's like a dead end everywhere. Or you trap in a trap. They turn God into a slave and then a damn lab rat. Running in circles.
You didn't know that they was playing the game? Remove the physical ones. Apply the mental change. They'll be stronger and they'll last longer. Making these niggas this many aroma. As strong as ammonia, light up the marijuana. Now that we brainwashed and we chasing our tails. Till we was born to lose and that we supposed to fail. Look at all our gals, talk about looking at all this ass of mine. Then they screenshot the thirst. My nigga, that's asinine. Back in my prime, I used to move major work. But niggas was shooting at me on blocks that we ain't on. Talk about claim return. Niggas wanna do dirt, but never did scope the sense. Thought that he would never tell to you in your cell. And a nigga, your co-defendant. Shit get real when that time's evolved. Nigga be facing 30 and ended with 3. Turn me in to get his time dissolved. Man, it feels like I've been running for days. Running for miles, man, running in place. Man, I wish I could be running away and late.
I'm breaking the shackles, I'm taking them bastards. They say it's a highway to heaven, so I'm climbing the ladder. They say money is evil, so I guess I'm shaping the battle. Placed in poverty, it really bothers me, it's making me madder. Well, my castle, just cause I'm rapping, it don't make me a hazard. Making movements just like a Buddhist, but they pushing us backward. Ain't no crickets, we hearing laughter. Never skim through the chapters. If I'm dreaming, just let me capture. Let me sleep until after. That's when I master the things I practice. See a mattress, a casket, you just dreaming, you not believing. Take a crack at the tactics. See, we lacking no satisfaction. These classes we never pass. Don't be clueless, stop all subtractions. We rulers, never been baggage. They say we savages, bad. They say violence is what we practice. Bite action, don't deal with static. That dumb shit can't let them have it. We riding deep off in traffic. They swear we moving up back. And I'm sick or tired of these baggers harassing my people. It's time to get at them.
1 step forward, 2 steps back. Every time I have a dream, they say I can't do that. It's like a dead end everywhere. Or you trap in a trap. They turn God into a slave and then a damn lab rat. Running in circles, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Every time I have a dream, they say I can't do that. It's like a dead end everywhere. Or you trap in a trap. They turn God into a slave and then a damn lab rat.
So I want to go ahead and cut that a little short because I know BSM, well, we have some long ass goddamn songs. You feel me? So let me unmute Miss Lorraine and Miss Leslie. Are you back again? And still no sound. Still no sound. I ain't being funny. You got any teenage kids that might know about them phones? Oh, was that you?
No, I think that was Lorraine.
That was you, Lorraine?
Yeah, I was laughing.
I wasn't being funny. I wasn't trying to be funny, nothing like that, but sometimes technologies, them kids know that damn technology. They're like, Mama, you ain't do this right here. See? You know but I don't know what else to do. Hopefully on the next show we can get you back on here. We're getting close to that hour and a half. We want to do final thoughts. Rennie, I wish you could have came up here, all BS aside, because I love what you put in the chat. Being that you're my cuz, you know, I'm gonna see what you're talking about. But Roger, you got any final thoughts, man?
Nah, man, I'm just sign off. You know, salute to the panel. Appreciate you having me on here. You know, chop it up. I kind of took a couple weeks off from popping up on the panel or whatnot, but yeah, man, sitting
We
up,
gotta
man,
get them
about to
links.
get on.
We gotta get them links for that BSM clothes, shirts, and the masks and all
yeah.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Definitely. Port got all that on his channel. I gotta go and surf through his channel and find them links for that.
Matter of fact, I think he actually texted them to me, so if I can find it. But Mr. Rain, you got any final thoughts?
I was hoping to talk to Renee. I heard Timepiece today, and I thought about her. She keeps trying to limit her time. She's giving herself 20 years.
Randy said they ain't playing with y'all.
I thought Queen Mother was going to show up and tuck us in for the evening.
I want everybody to come up here. You know, everybody ain't no public speaking. I understand that, but I feel like you should be comfortable because we family.
Well, I was thinking if I didn't keep popping up, maybe other people would show because they really don't know me. You know, you guys are familiar with each other. I
ain't know you, but I know you now. I said I know you now.
And I feel like I love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Two steps forward and one step back, and I'm tired of that. Yes,
right,
I'm tired of that. But I'm glad you stayed. I'm glad you stayed, and I'll see you next time, I guess. Peace out.
All right. Hey, boss. On another, I probably could have hit you offline, but what did Neutral ever hit you up about that Weekend Freak? I'm kind of curious about that because I ain't heard nothing about it, man. I was just curious.
Yeah, he told me he was gonna work on it. Being that I sent it to you, I told him to send it to you because I thought you was gonna mix it. Correct me.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. All right. I just ain't know if you had chopped it up with him about. All right. So that's what's up, man. That's all. All right, man. Shit, I'm gonna get at you though, bro. I'm gonna hop off.
All right, bro.
Yep.
All right. So I guess go ahead.
Listen to one of your songs. You were talking about being poor, being corn, cabbage and cornbread. I got 2 recipes. I'm gonna send to you
Email
and
it.
your wife.
Email it.
What's her name? Email it.
Marie.
Okay, Marie. It's we don't eat cornmeal. We use cream of wheat in its place. So I've got a recipe for cream of wheat bread that would make you stop eating cornbread. And as far as recipe for potato salad got too much carbohydrates in it, too much starch. So we use cauliflower. You just have to drain it real good, and nobody will even know that it's not potato. But I'm gonna send that to you because you're a country boy.
Let me blow your mind. Right. I don't eat bread.
Oh. Good.
Port City, can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. We got Port City in the building. Hopefully we can get something out you.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot out of me, musclehead ass man. I heard you cracking them jokes. You know what I mean? It's all good though.
Man, I ain't cracked no joke. What you talking about? What joke you heard me crack?
I heard you say something about his kids mess up his technology or song. You said
man, I wasn't even talking about you, bro. I wasn't even talking about you, bro.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
But yeah, I definitely want you to go ahead and provide that info. Go ahead.
Let's talk about it. All right, so what's the name of this show? Leaderless.
Leaders or leader or leaders?
That shit breaking up. Well, I think I got like an idea what's going on. So look, what's going on? All right, FBA, Foundation of Black Americans. It was created because ADOS was hijacked by Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks. See, ADOS is supposed to be about a lineage and getting reparations for our people. But we had certain blacks that wanted to be leaders and get money now off their people. So FBA, we broke away. Like, nah, we don't need no leaders. You can't be a leader of a lineage. You know what I mean? So FBA is not a movement per se. We're more just of like a lineage. We stamp ourselves as foundational Black Americans because we got so many people trying to feed off us. You know, the immigrants, a lot of Black immigrants coming over. They disrespect us, but they feeding off us. They leeches, you know what I mean? So ADOS been hijacked. Black Lives Matter been hijacked. And I gotta say it, I think your what is it? Not fucking around coalition. I think it's been hijacked too. You know what I mean?
Why you say that?
That's the problem with having. That's the problem with having leaders, because what's going on with not fucking around coalition since Grandmaster Jay got clipped? What's the latest?
Well, I'm gonna have to leave that to Lorraine.
Who are you asking?
We gotta stay on code.
I don't know. We don't know.
We'll stay on code.
That's right. But
no one knows,
I don't know
because he. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Queen.
We have instructions. We have things to follow, and I don't know if you're familiar with the Bible. I know some of it, but there's a story in there about bridesmaids having lanterns, and they're supposed to keep the lanterns lit and burning because they don't know when the groom is going to come, when the general will be back. So everybody was instructed to get plenty of oil to keep. Some of them didn't. They weren't worried about it. And as the night faded and they ran out of oil, they were trying to borrow oil from the other bridesmaids that had been obedient and stocked up on oil. I look at K-Money as the reminder to keep the light burning, to keep your oil, keep your oil stored up. And so nobody has to tell us to do anything right now. We know what we're supposed to be doing. We should be studying and being prepared for whatever's next. And I feel aware that somebody's trying to take over. Somebody's trying to lead us astray, trying to present that golden calf. It sounds like it's making noise, but it's dead. It's just trying to deflect from what we're supposed to be doing. The good Samaritan, that the people were bored. So he gave them, he got all their gold and had them melted, to have something to worship. They weren't supposed to be worshiping Moses. They were supposed to be worshiping Yahweh and waiting to get instructions from him. So that's what INFAC's doing. We're waiting on the master.
So Leslie, I just want to make sure. Oh, he fell off. Leslie, can we hear you now? Nope.
Oh, did I say something?
I don't know. Hey, you got my email address. I want you to call me so we can help you. I can help you figure it out at least, because I don't want you getting back on the screen and you can't give your damn opinion, because I want to hear it. Shit, you understand? So, you got my email. I'll drop it before we get off, and just send me an email. We'll get it fixed. One love. All right. Oh man. Port, boy, you like to set the goddamn chat on fire with that shit, bro. And then you gonna goddamn disappear. Woo!
Did I say something offensive?
Go ahead.
Did I say something offensive? Did I?
No, not you. No. Port City got. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call K-Money after this. Port, well, I'm gonna call you after this too. But I think he might have ruffled some feathers when he said he think NFAC got clipped, and boy, yeah. Hey, you be good now, K-Money. You be good now.
I am going to be good. I'm just going to correct somebody that thinks that NFAC has been infiltrated or is missing in action or whatever the case may be. NFAC is intact, 100%. Grandmaster Jay did go and plead in court yesterday, not guilty. Things are going. NFAC is worldwide, and that's all I got to say about it. NFAC does not have anything to do with Black Lives Matter. They've been infiltrated. Yes, I believe it. ADOS, I don't know nothing about them. I can't speak on them. But what I do know is NFAC is in fact intact.
Let me ask this question. Since I got both of y'all up here, I know y'all real solid when it comes to that. Do we have like, you know how you got president and vice president? Do we have like a point person when he's silenced like this?
I can't speak on what the organization has because I'm not a member. But you know what I'm saying.
Listen, stop that shit, K-Money. Maybe
in order to be a member, you have to be in a formation. I'm not a member. Let's just make that clear. In order to be a member, you have to be in formation. I have never been in a formation. Now, let's make that very clear. But like any organization, I'm sure they have their how can I say round table. What I'm going to say is this: NFAC had nothing planned until the summer of 2021. So why is everybody worrying about the NFAC? Because you have pockets of ex-NFACs out there talking smack. That's just them. And I'm going to leave it at that because I do not speak for the NFAC, nor do I speak for GMJ. But I know for a fact that in fact is intact. That's all I got to say. I'm out. You can't ask me nothing else, bro. I love you, bro.
And you know what? Even if he did have, a point person, maybe that's something that he might want to keep under wraps because maybe they would attack him next. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I felt like, man, you getting out of code, bro. You know what I'm saying? So don't answer that goddamn question. Shit.
We can't. We don't know. We don't know.
And that's probably why. That's probably why.
Yes. Some people can't hold water.
Yeah, my mama. I love you, mama. But we're gonna get up out of here, Mr. Rain. You know, I gotta end the night with our anthem. I appreciate you, Queen Lorraine, for coming here and sticking with me through the whole goddamn show. That's love. I appreciate you. And we're gonna end the night with our goddamn anthem. It's our anthem. Grandmaster Jay say, God damn it, that's the whole NFAC anthem. So we're gonna rock out to our favorite goddamn jam. And that's solid as a rock. I love y'all. Y'all be easy. We gone.
Special.
Headed to the top, no, I will not stop. I came from the bottom, I will not drop. Shalom to my people and everybody that rock. Just know it don't stop. We at the top, bitch, we solid as a rock. No, I will not stop. I came from the bottom, I will not drop. Shalom to my people and everybody that rock. Just know it don't stop. We at the top, bitch, we solid as a rock. Oh yeah, my people coming through. You gon' make us like a goddamn fool, and I'ma pack me a two. Rap right, I'm a fool. See the facts, it's the truth. Move back, I'm a shit. It's me attacking the madman strapped in the coop. You can ask for the proof, bitch. I'm back and I'm loose. I can't laugh at a fool, cause he have no clue. Ain't just rap in the booth. I'm half man, half fool, but I am that dude. I take paths in the truth, and half ass won't do. We won't let your ass come through. You won't outlast this group. I'ma stand and salute. 10 toes down with my troops. We yelling man down when we shoot. We on the ground with the boots. And if you're looking around for the truth, it get a little loud in the booth. Don't make a damn time. Headed to the top. No, I will not stop. I came from the bottom. I will not drop. Shalom to my people and everybody that rock. Just know it don't stop. We at the top, bitch. We solid as a rock. No, I will not stop. I came from the bottom. I will not drop. Shalom to my people and everybody that rock. Just know it don't stop. We at the top, bitch. We solid as a rock. I can go back to back, but I won't go back to the trap. In the trap, it's a rap. In the trap, it's a bunch of damn rats. I'm a man, you won't trap me like that. So I'm here to speak the fact. Oh yeah, break them down on the track. I'm trying to reach every man in the benefit seat. In fact, stand tall. God damn it, we black. They try to take that by giving us bust crack, well, we giving that back. It's a race and we running this track. It's a war, yeah, we coming right back. We ain't taking no slack. And no more shooting us in the back. It's called unity, we all in underground railroad track. We unified all over this map. Old school coming through in the lack. And we dressed all black. Y'all done gave us the best y'all got. You know we running for a march, y'all forgot. Headed to the